day, ladies and gentlemen. I made a mistake. No, not in the presentation itself, but the order I used. I should have put this video out first and then the last video you saw after this one. See, I'm starting to understand. Most of you do not understand what I am trying to project at all. Most of you are still looking at the world through your own eyes and not through the scriptures. The mass majority of you still don't believe America has been taken over by a new brand of Christianity that is hell-bent on taking over the world. This cornerstone of a fact is what is keeping you from gleaning the fullness of the information presented. I realize if I can't bring you up to speed on the tricky parts, there is no way you will perceive the big fig Newtons. So, these next few videos are designed to bring you up to speed of my overall theory. Are you ready? According to U.S. News Raw story, under Mike Pence is the quiet killer in the White House, and Trump loves him for it. Sidebar, a new essay at Politico.com examines the precarious position of Vice President Mike Pence, and this is June 16, 2017. Listen up. Quote, the former Indiana governor has been, personal quote, empowered like no vice president before him to establish, sell, and execute the administration's agenda, wrote Tim Alberta. But Pence is also struggling to stay clear of the multiple federal investigations engulfing President Donald Trump's administration. Stop. Bingo. I can stop right there. I told you. This was a Mike Pence dominionist administration. Trump is only the blowhard needed to take the attention away from the coup. Trump is absolutely perfect for this sleight of hand task. Think about it like an evildoer for just a minute. To say the things we just heard can only mean the vetted Politico is acknowledging Pence has more power than Dark Prince Cheney. And everybody knows Dickie Boy had nothing but power. But if you think I'm looking too much into these things, let's continue, please. Quote, the vice president has been all but invisible in the parade of scandals that has issued forth from Trump's transition team and administration. Listen up. Republican Party insiders consider him their de facto leader, Alberto said, and think of him as their man in the administration. Personal quote, not just the safety parachute for a free-falling presidency, but a polished, respected statesman from whom members can take their cues. Stop. Bingo. This proves two things. The first is, Pence is the president and always was. And second, this is indeed a dominionist Christian crew, just like I said. The first example is kind of self-explanatory at this point. But to give you more context to my second example, notice the article made sure to make mention that the Republican Party insiders, meaning coup apologists, are in on the sting and have been taking their marching orders from Pence. This is why the administration team all say one thing today and then march dumbass out there to take the heat by saying he made the decisions. I knew something was wrong with my favorite person in the whole wide world. What? Kellyanne Conway. What? What about my love for Palin? I love Sarah Palin, but I'm not loyal. I like a wide variety of spin gibberish. But I knew the fix was on when she kept appearing to be praising Trump as a strong leader, but was in fact marking the mark, or should I say, pinning the tail on the jackass by telling everyone Trump is the man who has the final say on everything. They are only in the service of the president and his agenda. That's what they were saying. We're only in the presence. We're only in the service of the president. This is his agenda. And most importantly, everything was Trump's idea. What she was saying flew over everyone's true perception because they immediately looked at it as Trump and one of his narcissistic disorder peptide dependency needs. But the truth be told, she was talking in legal talk all the way, distancing the entire administration from the notion of a coup, even though each and every one of the people involved are of the same dominionist Christian crazy cult. It was evil genius and will come up in the trial when they have no more need for Trump's ignorance. But if you still don't understand what the old scribe has been cooking, let's continue, please. Quote, furthermore, the president has come to rely on Pence as a final arbiter of decisions, says sources, and a skilled operator who can be effective in spite of the chaos around him. Personal quote. Think about this, an unnamed White House aide told Politico. Personal quote. The president likes people who don't showboat, who don't call attention to themselves. And the president loves killers. He loves people who get things done. The source paused for a long moment, then said, personal quote, Mike Pence is the quiet killer in this White House, and Trump loves him for it. Stop. So as you can see thus far, Pence is the man. You want me to show you why I know the Russia/Israeli leak was staged by the Pence administration, and yet again proving Trump has never been in the loop on any strategic decisions? I can't hear your answer because this is a video. I got you, little Miss Ivy. But if you said yes, according to the Business Insider, under U.S. intelligence agencies with an S are reportedly withholding sensitive information from Trump for fear of leaks. Listen to this date, February 15th, 2017. Stop. So as you can see, this is the reason why Trump only requires one briefing page with maps and graphs on it. They wasn't going to give him any real intel anyway. Notice, they already had Trump on information blackout all the way back in mid-February. So what we are supposed to believe is, this is what they're trying to get us to believe. The intel community, who not only knew of Trump's big mouth, we now know they already knew he was in bed with Russia. This same intel community, somehow, in some way, had a brain fart and told Trump something juicy, just as all the people come to town, you know, the Russians, just as they all came to town. That's an interesting alibi, don't you think? But let's read some more of the article to see if I'm telling the truth. Quote, U.S. intelligence agencies are said to be keeping some sensitive information away from President Donald Trump over concerns about potential leaks, the Wall Street Journal reported Wednesday night. Listen up, listen up. Specifically, officials cited by the journal said they were hesitant to reveal to Trump the, personal quote, sources and methods that intelligence agencies use to collect sensitive information. Example. Question. Isn't that the exact same blunder Trump supposedly made to the Russians? You know, reveal the method, which revealed the source? Yes, it was. They used Trump to send a Cold War message to Russia about the Israelis, plain and simple. But I know. You kind of felt this way all along anyway. But I still haven't started giving you proof of the Christian crazy connections. And you don't want to hear my racist rhetoric about it either. You want to hear it from the white man. So until I can produce, I'm just stinking racist scum. I got that. And I honor your challenge. Let's continue, please. Quote, critics of the administration have warned that impeaching President Trump or calling for his resignation would leave the nation held by Pence, an evangelical Christian with deep ties ties to a secretive Center for National Policy, that's the CNP, a group of wealthy, born-again Republican elites who want to see the nation's laws made over in accordance with a Christian dominionist agenda. Example. You know what? I'm going to go back and read that again. Let's go back and read that again. Okay. Quote, critics of the administration have warned that impeaching President Trump or calling for his resignation would leave the nation helmed by Pence, an evangelical Christian with deep ties to a secretive Center for National Policy, the CNP, a group of wealthy, born-again Republican elites who want to see the nation's laws made over in accordance with a Christian dominionist agenda. Example. So there you have it. A white man, probably a self-hating Jew really, telling you the exact same thing I have been trying to tell you all along. We are in the midst of a Luciferian Jesus coup. The Republican elites are the same party insiders talked about earlier. Heck, it even mentions their dominionist name outright. Kick-ass Jesus dominionism. Wait, what is this? Hold on. Wait a minute. Mind meld on. Wait a minute. Hold on. No. Y'all still have more doubt? Really? Okay. Perceive this. According to Yahoo News under Trump to evangelicals, this is what he said. We're, W-E''RE, under siege. Will be stronger. That's the 8th of June, 2017. Quote, President Donald Trump sought comfort in the figurative embrace of his evangelical supporters Thursday as the FBI director he recently fired told Congress about their conversations. Personal quote. And as you know, we're under siege. You understand that. But we will come out bigger and better and stronger than ever. You watch. You fought hard for me, and now I'm fighting hard for all of you. Trump said. Example. Bingo! Bingo! Why bingo, you ask?